All right. All right, I'm here. Yeah, we're back. Am I a little loud? Am I too loud today? Um, I don't usually talk this loud. Let me adjust my seat. There we go. All right, cool. That's good. That's good. That's a good one. What's up? Got a couple people in here today. Um, you know, it's kind of funny, man. Just to touch on it real quick. I know I touched on the Twitch thing yesterday. Oh, let me put on my cool light. I don't know why. I don't know why that light doesn't stay on when it's plugged in, but it charges. When I plug it in, it turns off. Real weird. I had Chick-fil-A today. It was delicious. Let me put that on a cup holder so I don't fuck up my nice fake wood desk. Um, so what's up, Luke? What's up, Atrax Vasco? What's happening, everybody? Um, so I know I talked about the Twitch thing the other day, but like it's kind of funny, like, I know a couple streamers have like talked about this, um, when they move platforms and stuff like that. Um, but it's kind of cool to be able to come on and like right now there's 7 people watching, right? It's very personal. Like everybody's here, we're hanging out. What's up from Korea? Hell yeah. Yo, we've never played Seoul, and it's kind of a bummer. We've only like flown through and had layovers there. I wish we were able to actually play it sometime next year, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Um, but you know, like I said, there's only a couple people watching. There's only a couple people hanging out, and once I got to a certain point on Twitch, I had a decent amount of people watching every day, but it got to the point where like there was a lot of people that like I didn't really know, and it was, I don't know, it kind of got weird for a little bit. So it's kind of cool to be able to just hang out and chill and relax and just you know do the thing. Yeah, it's a little bit more one on one with everybody. We could just kind of hang out. I can answer questions. I could, play a little guitar, which obviously I'll do in a little bit. My desk is a little bit of a mess right now and whatnot, but we're golden. Um, yeah, it was funny. I was like, I had Chick-fil-A for lunch and wanted to hop on again today because I want to get into the rhythm of things, into the rhythm of getting back into streaming and getting back into this, that, and this and that. You know, I enjoy that. I definitely enjoy that. Um, say, my brain went somewhere, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to talk about this," and then I totally forgot. Before this, it was funny. I was watching. If you guys don't know, Craig Reynolds, drummer from Stray. One, check out his podcast, the Downbeat. Two, check out his YouTube channel. But I was just watching him um, talk about Eloy being in Slipknot and them not playing to a click and stuff like that. And everybody's like, no, it's a click because there was like a metronome behind him and stuff like that. And basically, he just uses that to start the song off, and then he just mentally keeps that time, keeps that rhythm, and is a metronome himself. But it's kind of funny that there's so many people arguing about it and trying to figure it out. It's just like you know those dudes do not play to a click. I think most of them, if not all of them, are using monitors and not using in ears. But it's wild. Yeah, dude, Chick Fil A. Listen, Chick Fil A is delicious. Don't like the company. Love the chicken. Just saying. Yeah. I know how like everybody switched drummers. Um, I thought that was pretty funny. I thought that was pretty funny too. I'm wearing a fit shirt today because, like, dude, listen. First off, Comfort Colors long sleeves, um, 10 out of 10. Uh, for a long time, I was a I was a next level 3600 kind of guy, and that's what like all the Tombstone shirts are printed on. They're like really nice shirts, but they're a little thin. I will say that. But dude, comfort colors, in my opinion, are some of the best shirts out there now. Best shirts. Um, yeah, dude, Craig's content is awesome. Um, obviously, me being a guitarist, there's not a lot of drummers that I watch. I just like good musicians, and he's one, he's a great content creator. Two, he's a great host when it comes to the podcast that he does, and number three, he's just I like the dude. So, will we see you fill in for Better Lovers anytime soon? No. No. Fit's about to be so busy that I won't even have time to live. Um, like I said yesterday, there's a lot of cool stuff going on in the fit world and the fit camp. So, and there's a lot of cool stuff going on life wise, man. When it comes to when it comes to the grand scheme of my career and stuff like that, and I'll just say this, like putting the time and effort in and making sure that you're able to do that. um I'm telling you, you gotta just keep with it. If you're trying to do something, you're trying to get somewhere, keep with it. Just put your head down, run through a brick wall, and keep doing it. Because I've been doing this for geez, uh, it's 2024. I started touring in 2007, so it's been 17 years of touring, and it's now. I mean, it started paying off, a couple years ago, but post COVID, it was just skyrocketed, and it was that curve just went whoop and just nuts, absolutely nuts. Uh, where did the fit for an autopsy come from? Spock, what do you mean? Have you had the chance to jam on it at all? I mean, I've heard a lot of the Better Lovers stuff. I was listening to that stuff obviously well before it was released, but I'm not playing on it. There definitely is a couple other projects that Will has done that I've played on, which is kind of cool. But not the Better Lovers stuff. That's all them. Let's see. Dunables. Yeah, dude. Will having the Dunnable stuff is super sick. Oh. Have I had a chance to jam on Will's Dunables? So, not the new custom, because the new custom, from what I understand, has some cool stuff going on with it. I haven't been able to jam on that, but I'll probably end up jamming on it when we go out. I'll be at Will's house later in May, later in the month. I'll be there for a while. Um, but yeah, it's dude. The Dunnable stuff is really cool. Sasha makes a really good guitar. We toured with Undeath last winter, and those dudes were jamming the Dunnable stuff, and it's awesome. Um, I think what Sasha's doing, especially with doing now the imports and the USA custom line and stuff like that, it's amazing. Um, Donables looks sick. Just patiently waiting for Ibanez to make more Zyphos and drop a Wes Houck Iceman. Dude, I'll tell you this, like, Wes's guitars are really cool. They're not really what I would do spec wise personally. The necks on those guitars are I mean, the first one that I played, the neck was a little thick. The red one that I just played, the new one, we played together in Jersey in March. The last one that I played, the red one was really nice. The neck was a little bit thinner than the original one that he got, but it's still gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Have an origin story, or was it just a cool? You know, So Spock, it's kind of funny whenever anybody asks, like, "Oh, what why? How'd you come up with that name?" Pat and Will are always they always say, "Yo, Deformance, my man, what's up?" Pat and Will always say that death was taken, and that's why we're called fit for an autopsy. But honestly, I wasn't around at that time. I joined the band in 2013. The band started in 2007. We started touring like full time in 2012, and then I joined in 13, and like we'll be you know just nonstop. Yo, Deformance, I miss you, man. I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you fairly soon, dude. We'll be over there and we'll be able to hang out. Finally, it's been a minute. I think what was it? Last time I saw you was what that the Thy Art tour, right? I'm pretty sure. Um, Whenever I see a Dumble, think Doom and Sludge. Yeah, dude, Brim. Like, so the thing is about the Dunnable stuff is that obviously those guys, they don't gear their company towards that. It's just that like they're good tools for the trade for those trades. It's like for example, Ibanez. Ibanez is a versatile guitar, but realistically, like it's more for shreddy guitarists. It's more for fast playing guys. Hell yeah, thank you, you boy. You guys gonna come to Richmond, Virginia again? My son of dying to see you guys. All right, so honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know that like, I mean, realistically, it's either Baltimore or North Carolina. I know you guys are kind of stuck in the middle. Stuck in the middle, unfortunately. But I think next run around, we'd probably end up doing Baltimore. I mean, we always play the soundstage, so I'm assuming, that we'd be at the soundstage. It's kind of a safe bet to assume. I don't know. I mean, that's only what 3 hours from you guys. Make a day drive out of it. Yeah, they're at Whitechapel. Yeah, exactly. Yes, yes, I do remember that. I do remember it. Yeah, and then Deformance, and then was it me, Blue, and Alex from Spite ended up at that coffee shop because they wanted to get some extracurricular activities going, and I figured out that they served chocomel. So like I'm sitting at the bar ordering glasses of chocomel. Like it was perfect. It was literally perfect. You know. Um, Speaking of Doom people having demos, I'm pretty sure Ben from Chemist has one. Yes, I'm almost positive that he has one as well. I mean, they're great guitars. I would love to have one. Um, yeah, Deformance exactly. I'm pretty sure it was like I think it was after Thy Art. It might have been like when you guys left, cause the cafe was closing, so it must have been like 1, 2 in the morning. It must have been super late. Um, Hell yeah, yo Jeff, that's awesome. Um, yeah, Vasco, it's kind of crazy. So Louisville was one of those places that like I used to play all the time in my old band, but then like once I joined Fit, I can probably count the amount of times that we've played Louisville on my hands. And I don't know why, but the scene in Louisville, I mean, it's cool for certain genres of music, but for our brand of metal, I don't know if Louisville if it would do as well as other places around there. Cuz the thing is with Louisville, like you're only a little bit away from either Indianapolis or either Columbus, Ohio or something like that. So it would be kind of hard. So guitars, honestly, so I didn't end up going to my buddy's house because he had to go on a work trip today. So I have a 48 panhead that I bought 2 years ago and have been like slowly rebuilding over the last 2 years. Obviously, when you're working on old Harleys and you're working on old bikes, it doesn't always go your way. it doesn't, it's a money game, so unfortunately, it's taken way too long, but eventually, by this weekend, the motor should be back together. We just had to, put the top end back together and do this and that and this and that. So, and then redo the oil pump. The oil pump's going to be that's going to be the annoying part, but it is what it is. Um, yeah. So Luke, man, I don't think it's that personally. Like, I don't think it's that. Because even if, like, even with, that not being in the factor, like, it's just like Little Rock, Arkansas, right? We've played Little Rock, Arkansas once in the last 12 years that I've been in the band, or sorry, let's see, I've been in the band 11 years this year. We've played Little Rock once. I'll be honest, we should be going back because, I mean, dude, we played to 700 people, 800 people. It was great. It was fantastic. Joe was awesome, you know? But even the two headliners on Summer Slaughter skipping out on Louisville, I mean, honestly, Luke, that's so, like, here's the thing. When that happens, when your headliner doesn't play a show, but all your other bands play the show, um, there's two reasons. There's two reasons, right? You either have a radius clause, which means that they're playing in within 3 hours of that general vicinity, either 3 months before or 3 months after, right? So, like, say for example, if they're playing, a big festival, right? If they're playing a big festival in the same area within the same time frame, they're not going to go back for, a tour because contractually they're not allowed to. Or option number two is that, they couldn't get the proper guarantee amount. They couldn't get the proper money amount. So all the other bands just agreed to get their regular guarantee, and the headlining bands are like, all right, we'll skip out on this show. Because that happens a lot of times. That happens a lot of times. Like, you'll see, say for example, like, you'll see off dates in certain areas where, instead of the full package, if it's say four bands, you'll only see the first, second, and third band play an area, because it's like, oh well, so and so, like, you know such and such area and such promoter in that city is not gonna pay, say $10,000 for a tour package. He'll pay $3,000 for a tour package, which is good enough for the other three bands, but it's not good enough for the headlining band. So, they won't play it. I mean, we've played that, or we've done that tons of times. Or it could be fill-in dates. It could be technically not part of the tour, but just all the other bands are like, hey, our booking agents, are all friends. Let's just book an off date together, so that you can fill in certain dates. Because what a lot of people don't get is that in order to run your bandwagon or your van or your bus or whatever it is for the day, you need to make money. So the more dates that you have off, the more money you're burning by not making money. So if you have 10 shows, right, and you're getting paid $10,000 each show, it's 100 grand, right? Your bus costs, I don't know, $2,000 a day. 10 shows, that's 20 grand. It's like, oh well, if we are playing 3 shows in 10 days, right? That's only 30 grand. But now our bus is going to cost 20 grand, right? Or sorry, 10 days, 2,000. Yeah, 10 days, 2,000 a day. Your bus is going to cost 20 grand. So you're only making $10,000 profit. It's just running quick numbers like that and stuff like that. It's like, all right, well, how many days in a week are we, comfortable with losing? So that's why a lot of bands, they'll do like 2 on, day off, 3 on, day off. So that in a week they're making, I don't know, in a week they're making say $50,000, but their bus is costing 20. That profit margin's not there. Or they could fill in those dates, make 100 grand, and then realistically they're only paying 20% to their bus. I don't know. That's the way that you have to think about things when you're in a band at a certain point. When you're touring, not even at a certain point, like when you're touring, you have to think about, like, yeah, it'd be cool to have a day off in, Yellowstone National Park if it works out. But like, I'd rather make money, you know? I'd rather make money so that at the end of the tour, I can make a couple extra grand and then say, fuck it, I'm going to go out to Yellowstone and hang out for 4 days because I can pay for that now because we played those extra 3 shows. It's all about priorities, man. And it's been like that for a long time, and unfortunately, like, a lot of people lose the sight of the fact that this is a music business. Um, but dude, so Vasco, so check this out. Um, just because it's a man, it's such an ongoing topic. So this is such an ongoing topic about what happens with bands not playing certain areas, right? So let's get into it. Certain tours go to certain cities because that's the routing of that tour, and they choose to decide whether or not they're like, oh, we're going to do an A market tour or a B market tour. Now, an A market tour turns you into this band that only plays major cities. And then a B market tour turns you into a band that is only playing, it doesn't turn you into that band, but a B market tour is, only not minor cities, but not major markets. Like, you know, uh, New York City would be an A market, but Long Island would be a B market, right? Um, Philadelphia would be an A market, but Wilmington, Delaware would be a B market. So what happens is that, like, as a band, you want to be able to play all of those different cities and fill in the pockets where you want to. Say for an A market tour, you want the best bands for an A market tour. You want, that's why you see a lot of bands on their CD release tours. They'll do an A market tour. They'll do a, major city run. Usually it's a little bit shorter, something like that. Whereas towards the end of an album cycle, you'll get more people doing B market tours. Because, like, okay, for example, last year, we did an A market tour with the Acacia Strain, right? It was major cities. It was, New York City. It was Philadelphia, Baltimore, Charlotte, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia. Like, we went all around, right? And then at the end of the year, towards the end of our 2-year album cycle, we ended up touring with Exodus, and we did a B market tour, which that B market tour was like, instead of doing, let's see, instead of doing Denver, we did Grand Junction, Colorado. Instead of doing Kansas City, we did Lawrence. Instead of doing Chicago, we did Joliet. And that's just how it is. That's how those market tours are, because you want to hit the smaller cities as well. A lot of people don't understand that. But also, right? So, like, you have to look at the tour. You have to understand why the band is doing the tour. It's like, all right, if it's a CD release tour, no, they're not going to come to fucking Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm sorry. I love going to Fort Wayne because I like seeing my guys at Sweetwater. But, like, Fort Wayne's not really a place that's going to really push your numbers, right? Because that's what an A market tour is for. A market is going to push your numbers to the point where it's like, all right, we are going to draw the most amount of kids, and we're going to play LA on a Tuesday, because LA is going to be like, the show's going to be massive, tour's going to be massive, so on and so forth. It doesn't need to be on a Saturday, right? So then, um, you got to look at the tour that they're doing, and then look at who else is on the tour. If it's another band that's just not just as big as them, but like, on that level, that's direct support, then it's like, okay, cool. Like, they're really trying to push numbers right now and do that. But then you also want to fill in those other shows where you're doing B market stuff, because you want to be able to play to everybody, right? You got to think of it this way. Better numbers on the tour equals better pay for the bands, because they're like, oh, they're drawing this many people. Let's get them here and let's pay them more, right? It's a business. That's just how it is. Also, sometimes bands skip your city because your city sucks. And it's not you, it's your city, right? Now, I will say this. I'll say this. Sometimes you leave and you don't go back for a really long time, and then you come back and the shows are amazing, right? We didn't play Albuquerque, New Mexico for a long time, because Albuquerque, man, for a long time for us, Albuquerque was awful. Like, and I'll just flat out say it. Albuquerque for us was so miserable, and we played, okay, we played Albuquerque in 2017, summer of 2017, right? It was right after we released The Great Collapse. You know how many people came out to our Albuquerque show? How many paid, by the way, paid for our Albuquerque show? 4. 4 people. Now, we promoted the tour. Promoter promoted the tour. It's just that Albuquerque as a city at that time really didn't do well. It just didn't. And that was 2017. Yes. That was, I mean, at this point, that's what, 7 years ago, you know? But think about it. Like, 4 people paid. Like, we literally played to the other bands. It sucked. It was absolutely miserable. Um, but it was kind of a wake up call, because it was like, wow, like this city just doesn't, it's just not our vibe, not into it. And then the next day we ended up playing to like 400 people, and it was a great show, and it is what it is. And then we played LA, which was awesome, and then we played NorCal, which was awesome, and then all these other cities, and it was great. It's fantastic. But like, that stuck in my mind, where it's like, man, 4 people, like that's it in the entire city. Yes, I mean, how many people live in Albuquerque? City's at least what, 600,000, 700,000, if not more than that. Um, but yeah, it just, that's why we skipped it for a long time. And then we went back on that Lamb of God tour, and it was amazing. It was truly, there was probably 3 to 4,000 people there watching us, and it was truly amazing. So the last time we went back, we went back with the Acacia strain. We went back with uh, Exodus, and we decided, we're like, wow, like Albuquerque is going to be that city for us now. So now Albuquerque, I mean, granted, it's still, for us, it's still a B market. So I don't know if it'll be on, our next headliner, because we just did it. But Albuquerque for me is one of those places where, like, I enjoy going back there now. But Albuquerque proved to be a city it's worth it to go to for us. Yeah, exactly. Vasco, bingo. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Say for example, like Boise is kind of the same for us. Boise is a B market, and like we always skip it because realistically it doesn't really do well for us. I like going to the city. I enjoy the city itself. There's, my one of my favorite steakhouses is there. Um, but as far as playing, I mean, there's not really like a massive scene there. The shows are sick, but they're not massive, you know. But that's just us. They could do great for another band. Like think about it. You have country artists that go in and go out on tour, and they're like, "Oh, okay, great. We're gonna do, I don't know. We're gonna do random towns in Tennessee and Kentucky and Indiana and Oklahoma and all these different places that like we're not drawing 10,000 people in Hayes, Kansas. We're not drawing 10,000 people in Wichita. We'll do good in Wichita, but like, a country artist like that, like they're going to do 10,000 people because for them, that is the epicenter of, what they're talking about and what their band's reach is. So for us, it's just a little bit different. Just a little bit. Just a tad bit. Um, but yeah, that's why bands don't tour your city. Not because they hate you. It's just that like business wise, sometimes it's just not viable for them, you know. Atrex, exactly. So like, you know, like even Nashville. Like Nashville for us is like Nashville's kind of a hit or miss for us. We've played Nashville a couple times and it's great, but like it depends on the city, you know. Um I knew they hated me. Yeah, deformance. Listen, everybody's skipping everybody's skipping the Netherlands because they just hate you. That's it. Just you. Not anybody else. You're the reason. They saw you on Matt's stream and they're like, "No way, bro. I'm not hanging out with this guy." Um Dude, I'll tell you this. Uh I finally have my answers. Um I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. We got a lot of we got a lot of heat for not playing France on the next tour. This tour that we're going on in Europe, uh, they were like, they're like, why aren't you coming to France? Because we're not doing France or Spain. Because like those areas for us on headliners just never really did well. But I guess now it's a little bit different, And now, the last Thy Art tour we did really well. In Paris, Madrid, and Barcelona. So like there's a ton of kids being like, "Yo, why aren't you coming to France or Paris? Why aren't you coming to Barcelona or Madrid or it's basically Spain and France." They're like, "What about us?" And I mean, dude, listen, I'll tell you this. Sometimes it's not your city, also, it's your promoters, right? Now, I'm not saying this about them, but like, say for example, a place like Florida, right? A promoter in Pensacola, Florida might not want to pay us X amount of money because they don't think that it's worth it to bring us when in reality we would draw 1,000 kids, you know, come to Brazil. Yeah, yeah, exactly. We might draw 1,000 kids in Florida, but, or 1,500 kids in Florida, but that promoter might turn around and be like, nah, they're not going to do that here. So we're going to pass on the package. So, like, sometimes it's your local promoter's fault for passing on certain packages. And that's why a city ends up getting skipped or something like that. Come to Brazil, dude. Listen, uh, honestly, I would love to do South America. I would kill to do South America, um, but I think this record cycle. So, okay, Oklahoma, right? So like a place like Tulsa. we'll do Tulsa. Tulsa's like a B market though. So like Tulsa is one of those places where, you know, we might do like 6 to 800, which is, listen, that's a lot of people. But for the grand scheme of things, like, especially for an A market tour, we want to do Dallas, we want to do Phoenix, LA, Sacramento, Portland, Seattle, Denver, Salt Lake. Like, we want to do like major cities, just because we're going to get the most amount of people coming out to those shows. And then that turns around and goes, oh, cool. They did an average of 2,000 people. They did an average of 2,000 people a night. There's no arguing with that, you know? There's no arguing with that. There's no, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Um, Bigger than I thought, but definitely not major. Yeah, so like the Oklahoma metal scene is sick. Um, but like, I mean, you guys have, what was it, Rocklahoma, I think. Whereas like, you'll get some metal bands on that, some major metal bands, but like there's not that many like smaller metal bands. And but yeah, that stuff's cool. Like, I love playing cities like that because I also feel that B markets and smaller markets appreciate it a little bit more, you know? They definitely appreciate that way more than normal, which is rad, and I definitely enjoy that. Sick. Yeah, I like those guys a lot. The Knocked Loose guys are great. The Loathe guys are awesome. I haven't seen the Loathe guys in a really long time. Um, so Deformance, if I was you, I'd do one of two. I would do one of two festivals. I would do Welcome to Rockville, which is in Daytona Beach, Florida, or I would do Aftershock. Now, Aftershock is one of the bigger festivals that goes on in the States. Aftershock is one of my favorite festivals that I've ever played, hands down. I think it's set up really well. I think Discovery Park is really cool. And but the problem is there's not really much around there. So like once you're in the festival, you're in the festival. Surprising number of middle-aged people here love metal because the guy who basically started K-pop also playing a big. Oh, giggle. That's awesome. You know, Man, we've done Japan. No, do not do Blue Ridge. Do not. Man, I could tell you about. I could just. Oh man. Oh, you're giving me flashbacks. Fuck. Oh my god. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Um, yeah, we've done Japan, we've done, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines. We've done a lot of stuff over in Asia, but we really would like to do we'd really like to do we'd like to do Korea. We'd like to go back to Japan. Um, I very much so enjoyed myself in all of those countries. So okay, so okay, so Blue Ridge last year. Okay, so I missed my buddy's wedding in order to do this. Um, so in order to pull a trailer, I borrowed my buddy's truck, drive from New York to New Jersey, pick up our gear, and drive it down to Blue Ridge. Now, that drive total probably about 12 hours, 12, 13 hours. Okay. So I drive out to Will's. pick up all the gear with Blue, hop in the truck with Blue and Hosian. Me, Blue, and Hosian drive down to Blue Ridge. We get there. Pat and Joe meet us there. We get to Blue Ridge, and the clouds are rolling in. Now, the night before it rained. Clouds are rolling in this day. We get our credentials. We get everything. They're like, all right, cool. Just wait here. We'll bring you over to the stage. We waited and waited and waited, probably close to 4 hours, until they were like, hey, this is Saturday, right? They were like, hey, Saturday and Sunday are canceled. Everybody has to leave. So I drove 12, 13 hours down to Virginia to get turned around and drive all the way back. I'm not happy. It's just, listen, you can't, when it comes to rain, and it comes to weather, obviously it is what it is. It happens, right? But just the way those festivals were, or the way that festival was ran, is just not. They need some major management changes. Let's just say that. Like we played it the year prior. We played it in 2022, which is why we agreed. We got voted back from the fan vote. They were like, hey, we want this band again, which was awesome. And I appreciate everybody that voted. I appreciate to no end. But, I mean, dude, they didn't even have enough carts to bring us over to catering. Catering was literally like 3/4 of a mile to a mile away. And they didn't have carts to bring us to catering, I mean, Atrex, rain was the issue. Like rain was definitely the issue. Like it was canceled because of the rain. It was a huge hurricane that came through, huge thunderstorm. But the problem is that in that case, like you have to have things in place in order to make your festival run properly. Unfortunately, they didn't have those things in place, So, ever gonna do more playthroughs? Yeah. So, Death Culture. I'm actually probably gonna start doing playthroughs, on here in like 15 minutes. So conditional healing. I don't remember how to play that. I mean, higher level I played yesterday, but I could play it again today. I don't mind that at all. Eventually I'm gonna have to play everything 8 million times anyway. So, in a couple minutes I'm gonna start warming up and, going through my exercises and stuff like that, and seeing how I can, fix my picking hand. That's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to work on like, switching up my picking hand and get that rolling. By the way, people, I ordered custom picks. For the first time. Can you fix my picking while you're at it? I don't know if I can do that. I do guitars. I do know Absolute Hope, Absolute Hell. I definitely remember that one. There's a couple songs that I still remember. Yeah, no. So like down picking. Listen, don't get me wrong. Down picking is cool, but like the efficiency of alternate picking. Oh, dude. No way. No way. Like, that ain't happening. There's a lot of stuff like, especially solos and stuff like that. Like, you have to alternate pick. You have to. You absolutely have to. Yeah, exactly. And like, making a conscious effort to, swap the way you're picking and like change it up. I mean, definitely, it's been a workout for my wrist. It's been a workout for my wrist. Yeah, I could do a solo run through on Far From Heaven for sure. We didn't play that yesterday, so I could play that again today. Um, yeah, it really depends, man. It really depends. Like you know, I was explaining this yesterday how like, my picking hand would go like this, right? So it would hit the string at the bottom and then come out, and then hit the string at the bottom and then come out. So like it was like a swinging motion, you know? Which is cool, but it's extra work, from what I'm understanding now, it's like it's way more extra work than what I should be doing. I didn't play Heads Will Hang. I could do that today. I could play all these today. Um, Spock, definitely agree with you on that. I learned that I was sweeping wrong, or rather inefficiently. The effort to relearn that is Deformance. What were you doing? I wonder how you were sweeping wrong. Like, were you angling your pick down the whole way and then up, like you were down picking, or sorry, you were angling your pick down on the way back up, or like did you go down and then come back? Because like it's supposed to be down and then switch your hand over and then back up. That's what a lot of people don't understand. It's like bam, it's like one sweep. It's literally like a sweeping motion. You know, that's what people don't understand. You know, it's like, dude, you know this trick, like the one where you're like, it makes it seem like the pen's like all like, wobbly or whatever. You guys remember doing this in high school or like in middle school because you're dumb? I did this all the time. But it's like it's moving. It's all about the movement of that with your picking hand. And I'm literally like waving around a pen like a wand, like a fucking idiot. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Imagine like I was like, hey, 10-year-old Tim, this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be sitting on a platform, on a video platform, right? Um, you're going to be sitting on a video platform, shaking around a pen, teaching people how to sweep pick. So when I would get into the high E, I'd be picking both the down sweep. Oh, okay. So you were double down picking. That's interesting. You were down picking the E. Oh, okay. 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 That's interesting. That's interesting. We still don't do pen tricks as adults. I mean, I don't know. You know. Um That's funny. Everybody's talking about like what they used to do in school just to pass the time. Anybody used to draw on their hands? I used to draw on my hands and like give myself pen tattoos. The dumbest shit. I do like the stealth because the stealth has the uh, I like the EL34 version of the stealth. It's a little bit warmer, but yeah, Deformance. I'm understanding what I'm picking up what you're putting down, and that is rough. That is rough. Um, Let me plug my stuff in, and I'll go over that stuff before I start. Give me a second. Plug in all my amps and stuff. This thing is beat up, dude. Beat up. All right. So we're going to move that over. Move that over. Okay. So give me a second. So I need to start Reaper. All right, you guys can hear that, but I can't hear that yet. So hold on. Let me wait for this to get all good and ready. Get all hot and ready. Close. How is that for you guys? Is that like super loud? Because like that's coming through my Focusrite, and you know. Yeah, so like this is my live tone. So like, you know, my gate is you know, fairly high. Yeah, it's doubled right now, so okay, so check it. Hold on. So what I mean for me with you know, with sweeping and stuff like that, right? So when I'm playing sweep patterns, right? It's hammer on. It's one pick. It's basically one pick per string. One pick. Actually, I'm gonna take my rings off. It's one pick per string, right? Even though you're playing doubling or you know double notes. Same shit. Yeah, so like kinda. So like it also depends on the pattern, you know. It all depends on the pattern. So if you're doing like a 5-string pattern, it's hammer on. It's, you know, one note, then hammer on. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically what I was trying to explain I was doing. So deformance. I thought you were going. Watch my right hand. I thought you were double down picking, but yeah, I mean, realistically, you could do. See, I like double picking that last note because, like that last note with an up pick, because personally, like I think it accents I think it accents it well, you know? I understand that's probably super annoying for you guys. Yeah, because like so yeah, I mean realistically, like here's the thing about guitar. It's all personal preference. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand, right? Yes, there's certain ways to be more efficient, right? So like say for example, if you're running a how can I explain this? Okay, so if you're running 3 notes, right? Let's just do a 3-note Mixolydian scale. Right? If you're talking down picking and up picking, alternate picking, right? So instead of going down, up, 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 right? If you go down, up, down, 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 or sorry, down, up, down, up, like, you know, you're able to be a little bit more efficient, right? That's alternate picking. But also, if you do, that's just straight alternate picking. If you're doing economy picking, where you're doing where you're doubling up, right? Let's see how fast I can do with straight alternate picking. And it's a little sloppy, but if I'm doing down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, right? If I'm doubling up on those down picks, way cleaner. If you guys were picking that up, basically what it is like, you know, when you do down up, you're already on your way down. So your next string, why don't you just start that on a down pick, you know? So that's your intro to economy picking. Like, If anybody has questions about that, feel free, because like it makes sense to me, but if it doesn't make sense to you, like if you need more information about it, definitely ask. Yeah, so like, so from what my understanding is, like economy picking is just like, you know, my skills are clearly malfunctioning. Right? So like, all right, check it out. It's basically like it's alternate picking, right? But instead of doing extra work, you're doubling up on down picking or doubling up on up picking, right? So like instead of, like I said, instead of down up down up down up down up down up down up, Neff, you will get fucking banned so fast. Deformance, I agree. Yeah, so like, you know, I don't know if you guys are you know, understanding that to the point where like, you know, instead of doing down up down up down up down up down up down up, you're doing down up down 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 down up down, and you know, you keep going, because it's just you're continuing that downward motion like this, down, up, and then skipping to the next string and just playing another down, right? That's it. Exactly. Giggle. Perfect. If you're moving down in the next downstroke and you're on a downstroke, exactly. Continuing that downward motion makes it super easy. Yo, have a good stream. Or sorry, I will have a good stream. Have a good gym time. Enjoy the gym. I will see you later. But yeah, so like, you know, there's certain yeah, exactly. Jeff, 100%. If you're playing, always playing with a metronome is definitely helpful. What I'm doing now, right? And this is just something that is helping me. So this is something that like Troy Grady and Ben Eller are like big proponents of. It's like the DSX or I think it's DSX or USX. It's like the downward slant escape or the upward slant escape, you know, stuff like that. Basically what it's doing is if like, you know, if you have a string, right? If you have a string, you know, you're basically, or actually if your string's like this, right? You're coming across with the pick downward and then upwards so that it's out of the way of, you know, your other string. It's hard to explain. Like Troy Grady has like tons of videos about it. And I said this yesterday. Yo, Vasco, be good. Enjoy. I said this yesterday. If you aren't familiar with it, like go check out Troy Grady's series, Cracking the Code. But Ben Eller has like a really cool alternate picking technique, and I've been using that, or sorry, alternate picking, like my brain's just fried. It's just like a pattern, you know, it's just a pattern, like a, you know, a practice pattern that allows you to practice this, like, this picking motion, you know? But it's basically like going down, and like your pick is basically the tip of your pick is below your strings, and then when you come back up, it's out of your strings. So you have free motion. when you're going down, it's in between the two. You can't see it, with a, Logitech camera, but I've been trying to get my speed up, and Ben's got this and it's like getting my picking motion proper, right? That's kind of what I've been working on, as a guitarist for the last couple months. Man, just a man of taste. Dude, listen, these pens, guys, they're Papermate Inkjoy Gel 0.7s. These are my favorite pens. I've been carrying around a notebook with me every day. Been writing a lot of stuff in here. It's not a journal. It's just like me to remember all that stuff. Realistically, it's like to-do lists and this and that and this and that. But this is like, instead of using the Notes app, because like organizing a Notes app is annoying and stuff like that, I could just open this up and see what I need to do for the day, and I love it. Obviously, I have my own, I have task management apps and stuff like that help me do all that shit. But in the grand scheme of things, notebook and writing it down, it definitely helps. Let's get into some jamming. I want to play some songs. I kind of want to play Mirrors because we never play it. And I think it would be cool. I think it would be rad. I don't have a clean tone on this, which is very annoying. I really need to I need to figure out a clean tone, to be honest. Yo, Giggle, be good. I will see you next time. Yeah, guitars, exactly. It's way more tangible. I'm in drop A right now. 2 towers if I get a chance. I could do 2 towers. I could do two towers in a little bit. Let's jam Mirrors first. I don't have a clean tone, so we'll just have to deal with it. I'll just start it from like the heavy part. I really need to figure out a proper clean tone for my quad. All right. I forgot that part. Hold on. I'm an idiot. I've had my fucking. I was like, why does this sound weird? And I realized that I had my whatchamacallit on the whole time. I had my wet effects on the whole time. So dumb. So dumb. Very dumb. Very dumb. Big time a dumb. Alright, let's see. I know somebody was talking about Far From Heaven. We can do Far From Heaven. Let's do that. Where is it? All right. So now, one of you guys was asking about the solo. I mean, it's really not that hard. Solo approach was really simple. I mean, the thing is about me, like, I'm the kind of guy that likes to do 4 parts of a solo. Sometimes I can't do that because it's so short. But basically, what I did for this first approach. That's all it was. That's it. So it's just a bend. solo. All right, let's do it. Yeah, Jeff, it's the same exact tone that I'm using on that. Hell yeah. I like that song. Dude, what I need to do is I need to figure out a setup in here that allows me to stand up while playing. Cuz like realistically, it's so much easier standing up. Like sitting down and playing is cool, but like It's just, I don't know, too much, you know? Too much. Yeah, I know. Um, I know. Unfortunately, no emojis, which is a bummer. Somebody said two towers. I'm gonna swap guitars out and let's just do two towers for a little bit. I'd like to practice that one. Sorry about your ears. All right. I have to tune a little bit. I need to fix the angle on this. Whatchamacallit? First off, probably turn. That up a little bit. Okay. Let me tune this real quick. All right. Do two towers. Let's jam this. Man, I'll tell you this. Like, that fucking... That, that thing's a fucking barn burner, dude. That thing's a fucking absolute forearm burner. You know? It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. You know? That little fucking... You know what? So like, not for me personally. I have a lot of hand control. So like volume knobs when it comes to being too close to pickups. I mean like, maybe when I'm up here, you know. But not I mean, personally it's not, it doesn't affect me like how a lot of people get affected, you know. Hold on one second. But yeah, let me swap out this guitar again, because this guitar is like specific for Two Towers. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna hit the bathroom quick, and then I'm gonna come back and we'll get more into it. Give me like I don't know. Give me like a 3-minute break. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Um, dude, I just checked my phone. I got a ton of notifications. I totally forgot. I had a bunch of stuff come up this morning, and I completely forgot that I had a meeting this morning with Insta360, which is, I mean, that's me fucking up. Um, but I sent the girl an email back, and hopefully she's like, yeah, no problem. Um, but let's see. The intro for Far From Heaven, that's just stamina and playing the part over and over. I mean, yeah. So like, if you want to get better at playing the intro to Far From Heaven, to be completely honest, like that's what you're gonna have to do. That's just it is what it is. Unfortunately, that's gonna be your best bet. Let me change my camera battery real quick because I'm seeing that I'm getting a little fuzzy. So I think camera battery just ordered. I just ordered a brand new. Um, I just ordered a brand new uh, battery. And that dummy battery will allow me to. We're back. We're back on track. We're chilling. Yo, Metal Freak, what's up? I'm hoping that dummy battery will, remedy that problem, remedy that issue. Yeah, Far From Heaven is all stamina, man. It's literally just all stamina. Unfortunately, it's like one of those things where until you play it 30, 40, 50,000 times. I mean, dude, still to this day, like depending on the show, like I'll get some cramps in my left hand, unfortunately. Um, but that's just completely how it is, you know. Um, let's jam. Let's see. What else do I have up? Stop that. We did Two Towers. We did Far From Heaven. Um, let's do. Ooh, do we want to do some G stuff? We'll do some great collapse stuff. Um, let's grab my G guitar and we'll do some great collapse stuff. All right. Get my tuning proper. I gotta change these strings. All right. So somebody before asked for In Shadows. So before we do that, before we do the great collapse stuff, let's jam In Shadows. I haven't done that in a minute. Hell yeah. Let's see. What is the a? Yeah, cool. Perfect. 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 Yeah, I like that song. You know, we played that song live on one tour and it just didn't go over well, so we just cut it out of the set. We were like, nah, we're good. Um, all right, I got a song. I got a song for you guys. I got a cool little. Yo, Lori, what's happening? All right, it's party time. It's party time. I was a Damien, what's up? Yo, I love a lot of Orange Cat energy. What? Are you telling me I have orange cat energy? I mean, I guess so. Orange cats are sick. I'm more of a black cat guy, but like, um, yeah, all right. So let's see. I'm just gonna honestly, I'm just gonna do these in order of the album. Let's do Heads, Iron Moon, Black Mammoth. I'm down for all of these. It's been a minute since I've played Heads or Black Mammoth because we took these out of the set a while ago. So let's do it. Yo, so that little quick hammer on part in the verse. Fuck. It's very annoying, and even I fuck up on it. Like I fucked up on it last, that last playthrough. So don't beat yourself up over it because I also fuck up with that. There's a couple little nuances in that song that I like totally forgot because I haven't played it in so long. Um, you know, it's yeah, you were close. You were very close, but you know, it was it's a little tricky one. All right, let's do Iron Moon. Iron Moon. All right, let's party. Do you feel Yo, I love that song. I fucked up at the beginning of that solo because like I had to take my foot off of my footrest to like, change the fucking tone of the guitar, but that fucking little. Yo, I remember recording that solo. And Will being like, "Yo, like add like a bennett." So like that's why I go. Oh, what? So that's also another thing. So like, so you guys, for those of you that were here before, remember we were talking about like the economy picking, right? So sitting there and deciding on when you are going to properly pick, right? Hold on one second. Let me there we go. Deciding when you're actually going to pick, it's kind of hard because like you want to keep that downward motion. So like a lot of that is legato. So pick, 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 pull off, pick. It's a bunch of picking and pull off. I mean, obviously, like, if anybody wanted, like, I could actually, like, be like, hey, it's a up pick here, it's a down pick here, it's a up pick here, but. It's a fun little run. I enjoyed doing that little run. I like that. I like that guitar. Or, I like that little guy. Let's see. Yeah, so like eventually I do plan on doing that. Eventually I do plan on doing like a little, more so like a live situation, or sorry, a non-live situation. Where I'm like, okay, we're gonna break down my solo for this, that, and then go in from there. All right, let's do Black Mammoth, and then I'm gonna chill, and we'll figure it out. I haven't done this in a long time. Everybody's supposed to circle pit. Love that song. I like playing that song, but like, dude, we played it so much over the past, however many years that it's like, it just got old. And we were like, you know what, man? Like, we just need to make room for newer shit, And that's exactly what we did. We said, fuck it. And we started adding other stuff. And more like, and dude, Neff, it's totally fine. You're A-okay. I mean, dude, I'm chilling for now anyway. Yeah, I just like, it's gotten to the point where like, I don't know, that record came out like 7 years ago, and it's one of those records where now, why is my, like, I feel like my camera's running real slow. Weird. Nick, hell yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, I feel like, how can I explain it, man? How can I explain it? We just need to make, more room, for the set. Did we get any heat for it politically? Yeah. I mean, of course. Like, the thing is, like, in the States, a lot of those issues divide people, like, pipeline stuff divides people, and, oil and fracking and stuff like that. But, like, that was one issue. That was one issue that we felt pretty strong about, that it's just like, yo, you guys had projected pipeline, you had a map where you wanted to put it, and you decided to not put it through the town that you wanted to put it through, and you wanted to put it through a Native American reservation. Hard pass. And that oil wasn't even for us. That was to go from Canada to Mexico. People don't. That's one thing that people don't really understand, is that, like, that oil wasn't for us. Like, listen, I understand, people defending it because it's like, oh, cool, we're gonna do oil, and it's gonna come to the States, and it's gonna make the U.S. gas cheaper and stuff like that. Okay, cool, yeah, I understand. I still don't support it, but it is what it is. And then you have people being like, not understanding that the idea behind it was just kind of fucking stupid. But yeah, we got some flack for it. We still get the occasional comment being like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? But listen, man, who cares? Who gives a shit? I mean, the thing is with our band, right? Everybody knows where we kind of stand politically. I don't think it's a guess. I don't know. It's like, everybody wants, everybody just wants to be cool. Everybody wants their own things, and I understand that. But sometimes, like, you know, sometimes the oppressed need a little bit of backup, and that's just how it is. That's why we do a lot of charity work. Every you know 6-9 months you'll see another charity shirt come from us, whether it be for refugees, for any other stuff. Like, it is what it is. So I mean, I don't want to get too deep into politics on stream, but you know you guys should know. You guys should know. Scientists are attempting to clone mammoths right now. Let's go, brother. I'm in. I am so in. As long as I could get on top of one and ride one, I would be so down. So down. That'd be sick. Imagine just being able to, like, be like, hey, I have a woolly mammoth. You see this guy? No, mammoths. I mean, mammoths were still around. What, 500 years ago? When did they become extinct? Like, I think they were around. Let's see. Let's Google this. Woolly mammoth. Um. Oh no, no. Okay, so like, so a woolly mammoth. So the last one, uh, 4,000 years ago. 4,000. No, 4,000. So there were some on. It says, uh, the woolly mammoth coexisted with early humans who used its bones and tusks for making art, tools, and dwellings. Blah 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 blah. The population of woolly mammoths declined at the end of the late Pleistocene, with the last populations on mainland Serbia persisting until around 10,000 years ago, although isolated populations survived on St. Paul Island until 5,600 years ago, and the Wrangel Island until 4,000 years ago. So 4,000 is like, that's, dude, listen, I am all about this. Like, you guys have no idea. So, like, a lot of like, my girlfriend, she lives in Scotland. She's awesome. She's amazing. But one thing that we love doing is nerd shit, and we love learning. So going to different places, especially around by her, like, it allows her to explore and allows her to show off her country. So, like, I'll go to castles and we'll just learn about fucking castles, for a day, and it's awesome. Um, I mean, I don't honestly, like, Atrex. I don't know. Um, I don't like. I think that mammoths could be a catalyst to the Jurassic Park scenario, but, like, dude, I'll tell you this. Like, um, the first Jurassic Park, I think, is plausible. Um, I think the first one's plausible. Is the second one where they get off the island, right? The second one, something like that. I think that realistically, uh, wait, what song? What song? Um, or is it the Jurassic Park song? You should listen to, like, the funny version of it, because that'd be way funnier. Um, hold on. This one. Oh, YouTube ads. Fucking terrible.
To Jurassic Park.
That one sucks. Uh, is it this one? Oh, this one. This one's way funnier. That's what should be going on right now. It's actually it's not an accordion. It's a melodica. It's a melodica. Let's see. I don't think I've ever seen the melodica stuff. Melodica. Let's see. Oh, okay. Melodica dub reggae. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. We got something here. So we're gonna do this. Okay. So now, check this out with me, right? So a melodica is a kind of a woodwind, I guess. You blow into it. Yo, Radic, hell yeah. That'll be a fun. Trust me, it'll be a fun show. I promise. Listen, I promise you. And here's the thing. I will say this: no other band on the bill is deathcore. I mean, I will say this: like I mean, a lot of people still put us in that category, but I feel like we've broken away from that category a lot. But B metal. What do you mean, stick figure? You want us to be stick figures? But yeah. So a melodica is a woodwind piano type deal. This is what you got. I mean, this is kind of a bop. Yeah, Silosis. Silosis is great. Absolutely an amazing band. A theremin? Oh, dude. Have you ever seen Lori, have you ever seen the have you ever seen the raccoon theremin? I know exactly what a theremin is. I had a theremin at my high school. It's really funny to mess around with. If you guys have never seen a theremin, by the way, theremin is what you get the old like alien like UFO sounds. It's very funny. Like Korn did with dubstep, but fit and bop. Oh, dude, never. Oh, dude, never. Um, I, I will say this, like, I think it would be cool to do like a mashup with somebody of a different style, but like, just don't see it working, man. I don't see it working properly. I don't see it working to the point of like, you know, how can I explain it? I just don't think it would do well. Like covers with us do pretty good. But I think weird mashups with weird bands and weird people. I don't know. It could be cool, but like if I was gonna do something like that, I would want to do something a little bit more like I would do something a little bit more like primal, you know? Like I would do some like I wouldn't do like reggae, I wouldn't do dubstep, I wouldn't do electronic, I wouldn't do something newer. I would do something older, you know? Like I would do something like I don't know. Something with like weird um I would do something with like weird vocals. Like something like this. Yeah, kind of tribal. Yeah, like something, I mean, something along those lines. Like something that would be like I don't know, like something like this. You know? Here, I'll show you guys. This chick's crazy. I follow this chick on Instagram. Dude, her vocals are just nah, not Kitty. Like I will say this, I think Heilung's awesome. I think Heilung's awesome, but I also think not our vibe, not the band's vibe, right? So like I would want to do something more native to the states, native to the US. I think like I like the old like Euro style stuff, but we're not from Europe, you know. I like, you know, I like native, you know, North American stuff. So I'd be more inclined to be stoked on collaborating with like, you know, like a native tribe from the you know U.S. Like I don't know, like how sick would it be if it was like fucking you know drummers from like Navajo Nation or you know something like that or you know I just think that'd be kind of cool, you know. If we were gonna go outside of the box and really jam out, you know, certain cool stuff like that. Oh no, my drink fell over. Let me put my stuff away. Like, I think that would be, you know, I think that would be way cooler. I mean, Damien, I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are. Um, I mean, dude, I would love to have Ice T on a track. Don't get me wrong. I would love that. But it's just, again, it's not our vibe. You know, it's not the band's vibe. If it was the band's vibe, then I'd be like, all right, cool. That's when I would say, okay, cool. Like this is more so what I'm into. This is what I like. This is what I like. I mean, dude, my ears are always open to stuff like this, though. My ears are always open to like weird, you know, weird either guitarists or like, dude, I like, how sick would it be to um whatchamacallit? Um uh what's his name? Like how sick would it be to work with a dude like Hans Zimmer? You know? Hans Zimmer or like Danny Elfman or like something like that to do like you know. I think that would be I think it would be amazing. Like I think it would be I think it would be fucking sick. You know. Like, see, that's the thing. B metal, like, like Viking metal is sick, but like it's been done already, And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like, you know, people in the States, like I just think it's how can I explain it? I think it's underrepresented in the metal scene. I think that's the main thing, that it's completely underrepresented. But hey, man, that's just my thoughts. That's what I think about it, and that's how I feel about it. Um, but yeah, who knows? Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if we can get a little weirder with it. Little more outside of the box. So check it. I'm gonna run because I have a ton of stuff to do today. We're coming up on that 3 hour mark, and I have a ton of work that I have to get done today, including possibly getting back to Insta360 so that we can do some stuff like that. But listen, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for hanging out for the day. Tomorrow, let me look at my schedule. Hold on. So, um, I was gonna stream tomorrow, but I'm not sure what my plans are. I might stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. Thursday, Friday, I am out. But then next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll be back at it. I'll be jamming again. Maybe we'll do some lessons. Maybe we'll do some leather work. Maybe do stuff, like that. Listen, you guys know the deal. Like and subscribe to the channel if you're watching. If you're not subscribed already, if you are, awesome. Turn on notifications so that you guys know that I'm streaming and whatnot. And I will see you guys when I see you, either tomorrow or next Monday. We'll see how it goes. All right. Later.